Okay, so I'll be showing you more examples, and you will see a little that is a little bit more complex, but it's still very doable. Okay, so for this one, right, if I see a negative 15x squared, okay, let's try to arrange first. Remember, your x squared is always number one. Okay, if I try to arrange, I got a negative 15x squared. So like I say, I don't like to have negative. So I will usually factorize out. So I will usually factorize out, and this will be my 1, 2, 3. So I'll usually factorize out. Then I will set up my 1, 2, 3 like this. So remember, you set up to 1, 3, 2. And remember, this 2 is your checkpoint. So you're trying to get this part. So this is the adding zone. Okay. If you are trying to explore the multiplication zone, you realize that for -1, there's no trick to -1. It's either +1 times -1 or -1 times +1. You realize there's no trick. But for 15x squared, there's more trick. It can be 15x times x. It can be x times 15x. It can be 3x times 5x. It can be 5x times 3x. So there's a lot of numbers. So because the checkpoint is just a positive 2x, again, I wouldn't choose the big number. I will just choose a smaller number. So I'll choose 3x and 5x. And because this is a positive, I'm going to put a +1 here and a -1 here. So why am I doing this? Because I can foresee that this part here will give me a +5x. This part will be giving me a -3x. And I will end up getting a +2x. So you have to look at the numbers, make a bit of sense. So this will be the 2 bracket. So it will be 3x plus 1. Then it will be 5x minus 1. So you can leave the answer that way, or you can choose to multiply the negative in one of the bracket. So I actually choose to multiply to the second bracket. Then I will get 1 minus 5x. Okay, so in the next one, right, some people will be thinking, they didn't even know that this one, you can actually do your 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this one can be done. Yeah, I'm going to show it to you. It's still the same idea. It's still the same adding zone. So your 1, 2, 3, arrange them to 1, 3, 2. So arrange it to 1, 3, 2. And you are trying to get xy. So xy is your checkpoint. I think this one is the easy one. The x obviously is the easy one. X times x straight away give you an x squared. The challenging one will be the -12y squared, because I can have -12y times y. I can have +12y times -y. Or I can have -3y times +4y. Or I can have +3y times -4y. And I still can have some more. -2y times +6y. Or I can have +2y times -6y. So I got a lot of multiplication that can lead me to the 12y squared. So you choose in such a way that you will end up with xy. So in fact, I will just be isolating these two. I won't choose the big number. Okay, so I will not be choosing the big number. So in fact, I'll be choosing the positive 4y. And I'll be choosing the negative 3y. Because this is going to give me the positive 4xy. This will give me the negative 3xy. And when I add them up, I get the positive xy. So these two will be my answer. So you will get x minus 3y. You will get x plus 4y. So maybe at this point you're thinking, is it really doable to mentor all this in your head? Yes, it's really doable. If you don't present the working, you give direct the bracket, you will get the answer mark. Okay, the last one is a bit more complex because you see A, B, C, A, B, C. Okay, but if you observe the three bubble, there is a common factor that you can take out. So this is where I will take out a common factor. So I'll be taking out a common factor first, then that will be my 1, 2, 3. So I'll be doing my 1, 2, 3. Okay, I will arrange it in 1, 3, 2. So remember, this one is your checkpoint. So your objective is to get the minus 8ab. Okay, for 4a square, we actually got 4a times a, or we got 2a times 2a. Okay, you can choose first. Then for 3b doesn't have a lot of choice. It's just 3b times b, or it can be minus 3b times minus 3b. Minus 3b times minus b. I will be choosing the negative because the checkpoint has negative. So I'll be choosing minus 3b minus b. Okay, and I'm going to see whether does that work. So here will give me a minus 2ab. Here will give me a minus 6ab. And when you add them up, you get the minus. So where are my two brackets? So these are my two brackets. My two brackets will be 2a minus 3b, and then a 2a minus b. So again, all these are possible that you do mental. You can do without the working. The working looks quite long, right? But actually everything can mental out. You should try to mental out.